Hey Scorpios, I want to say happy birthday to all of the Scorpios out there. Um, Even if today is not your birthday, this is your season. And I've got to say, first of all, I want to welcome you guys to the Vibe Tribe. This is a Scorpio reading. But I got to say, when I was shuffling, these cards just started popping out. So I'm like, Scorpio is coming out in their own energy, in their own reading, rather quickly with the Death card and King of Cups. Um, I feel like for some of you Scorpios, you're really excited about this particular season that you're in, whether it's because it's your birthday or because there is something that is changing in your life. There is something that is you're experiencing in this season that is like some of you have been waiting for this opportunity to come in. The Five of Pentacles came out with the Page of Pentacles, which made me feel like you guys have been going through a rough patch for some of you who this part is for. So if you haven't been going through it, it's fine. That's great, actually. But for some Scorpios, there has been something going on, whether it's been affecting your finances or affecting your health or that of others around you. I feel like with the Page of Pentacles, there is something new that's coming in. This is like a fresh start, a new season for you. And I feel like because you have planted so many seeds during a time where, you know, you were not getting a whole lot in return, it is now starting to spring up for you in this season. Like whatever you've planted, you're going to start seeing the evidence of that. But for a while, Scorpio, you were feeling like you were not getting what you needed. With this Five of Pentacles, this could be loss, lack. This could also be codependency. You may have had people who were very dependent upon you for things, or you at some point may have found yourself in a place where you've had to be codependent on people or a system or something here. And it looks like you've got a fresh start that's coming in. It looks like something that you take a chance on is going to pay off, okay? All right, so yeah, look at the Page of Wands. And then there's the King of Swords out here. For some of you, Scorpio, there are decisions that are being made around your travel. It could even involve children. Children, travel. Um, I'm also getting, for some of you Scorpios, you're in the middle of some type of, I don't know if this is paternity. I don't know if this is legalities concerning a child for some of you. Because there's a King of Cups, there's a Page of Wands, and there's a King of Swords. It's almost like there's someone presenting some type of evidence or some type of information to the King of Swords. And I feel like it's you, some of you Scorpio. You could be a part of something that either requires, I'm hearing further review. Yeah, I'm hearing further review. So something is being further reviewed. What's going to be the outcome? Whatever this is, it's been like an ongoing battle here for you, Scorpio. So this could be some type of document, some type of paperwork that you have to submit or that you've already submitted and you've been waiting for further review. And it's been taking a long time for this to come through. I feel like you get some information. You've got the Eight of Cups. This is your energy. It's almost like you've gotten so sick and tired of the process. Maybe you've given up. Some of you Scorpios have let go of something because it has been very tiresome, tedious here. Or someone's going to be giving up whatever information they've been trying to dig up on you, Scorpio. But this is definitely, the Eight of Cups is emotionally detaching from a situation, walking away from something that has been an ongoing battle. And it's like you looking at this King of Swords for whatever this final review, final decision. What is this in regard to for the majority of the Scorpios? Because it looks like you have some new fresh start that's coming in after some, yeah, lost burdens. Yeah, something has been going on long enough, Scorpio. And it feels like you are ready to just let it go. And I feel like you've emotionally detached from it already. But there's been a burden here on how to release this, or when this is going to be over here. With the Nine of Swords, something could be weighing heavily on you. You know, not sleeping, not resting. You know, for some, this could involve someone having to do some type of jail time, someone having to, you know, be away from home for a while in order to, you know, take care of this. But for some of you, it's just a matter of something that has left you, yeah, Six of Swords. You're definitely moving on from something that you've been dealing with for quite a while. It's almost like you were, how you're in a battle for so long. So for some of you, Scorpio, you became so numb to what was going on. But now it's like you're ready for this to be over. You're ready to move on. You're ready for something fresh. And this is what you're going to get. So tell me the good that's coming in for Scorpio. Because I feel like something is transforming in your life. The Nine of Pentacles. Some of you are just excited to be single. Some of you are just excited to be able to handle things on your own. Some of you are just excited that, you know, you're stacking and building your money back up. Some of you are going from the Five of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. And this is something that you've had to work really hard for. This is something that you've had to push through a lot of frustration to get. But it looks like you're releasing some burdens that you've been carrying, which it feels like you've been carrying it by yourself. For some of you, you're single parents. You're going to the courts regarding a father figure here. Or a mother figure. Take it how it resonates. But it looks like someone here is, Scorpio is just happy to be able to stand, be able to take care of themselves. I feel like that's all you wanted. I feel like a lot of you Scorpios are very hyper independent. And whatever the situation was that kept you feeling as though you couldn't really move forward like you wanted to, you're going to be super excited just being able to do your own thing, just being able to not depend on anybody, because that's coming to an end. If you've had to get some help from people, and that's not easy to get these days because people are going through their own things, but for some of you it's been very challenging, and this new beginning, this fresh start is coming in for you. For those of you who this does not apply to, with the Knight of Cups, I feel like there's some invitations, offers coming in for you. Yep, people want to pour into you, invest in you. This could deal with love, dating. This could deal with investments as well. People could take interest in something that you are growing and want to be a part of that, or just want to show support and love. It's like somebody giving you your flowers, Scorpio, and you don't see it. Someone paying respect. So some of you Scorpios are being revered. Look at the sun. Yeah. This is a turning point for you, Scorpio, where you're going to be really happy. It's like something that you've worked so hard. You're going to see it grow. You're going to have so much. I'm seeing, Scorpio, that some of you will consider investing in other people to help them get off the ground is what I'm hearing, okay? Or someone's going to be doing this for you. Helping someone to get off the ground. Or maybe you're giving some type of gift to someone who helped you get off the ground. What's this Knight of Cups? Ten of Swords. Yeah. Some of you Scorpios have faced some very painful, difficult challenges in the past, but you've made it through. The Ten of Swords is, you know, You've been targeted many times by multiple people in multiple situations that were supposed to have you down and out. But you're still here. You are a Scorpio. When they say ruler of death, I mean, it's like situations that try to put you in a chokehold, situations that try to get rid of you. The blockages are being removed here. You're no longer blind. You're no longer bound to certain situations, and I feel like you are free. You're happy, or you're going to be made very happy here. Yeah, it's like I'm hearing that the sun has been shining down on you throughout the entire situation. So even when you feel like you were not at your best, you were still being provided for. You were still getting everything that you need. That's the sun shining on you to make sure that even though you have moments where you felt a certain way, Scorpio, you were never completely down and out. This sun is given the reminder, like, of some type of protection. Give me that, because this is what I'm feeling here. Look at this strength card. Yeah, the devil. Yeah, you've had to remain strong during times where it seems like something wanted to subdue you. And these were unseen forces for some of you, Scorpio. These were forces that were coming up against you to keep you bound, to keep you blind. It's like you were receiving supernatural energy to overcome these challenges here. I love it. What is it that Scorpio is releasing here? You're surrendering to your full power at this time. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. So Scorpio, whatever this new beginning, this fresh start, whatever this new wind is for you, this is you stepping into your full power and not, you're like seizing every opportunity because of where you come from. You're not going to allow yourself to be denied anything here. I feel like you being in your full power as a Scorpio is a very dangerous thing. But some of you have Leo in your chart. You could be dealing with the Leo, but I see strong Leo energy, very strong, very vibrant, very powerful energy here that you're in, Scorpio. It's like you're not going to take anything less than what you deserve, because what something that life has taught you, Scorpio, through the trials that you've gone through, is to not limit yourself, not to deny yourself of what you deserve. And a lot of you are no longer procrastinating on something. I feel like for a period of time, Scorpio, there were some things that you may have been avoiding because, you know, it was stressful. It was an ongoing battle. You were tired, or maybe you were just trying not to be confrontational, or you really were just trying to work through some issues. You're no longer procrastinating on what it is that you know you need to do. It says now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. So there's something that you stop doing, which would be procrastinating. Something that you go for is going to attract success. And like I said, I see people supporting you, pouring into you, acknowledging something that you're doing and wanting to invest in you, or this is you to other people. Because someone is no longer going to stand by and allow certain things to take place. They're taking action. And this is going to open up the pathway for you, Scorpio, to accomplish something that you've always wanted to accomplish. Let me get one more for Scorpio here, and then we're going to go to another deck. Well, two came out. I only want one. Yeah, you're surrendering to your passion and you're letting go of things. Absolutely. Whatever this passion is that you've had in your head, whether it's a person, place, or thing, you're getting out of your head and you're starting to feel a new fire. You're getting a fresh wind here, Scorpio, and you're focusing on the things that ignite the passion within you. And this is what you're focusing your energy on, the things that make you happy, the things that feed you and not starve you. Things that bring you positivity, not negativity. I feel like, Scorpio, a lot of you are focused on something that you've always desired, and you're letting go of what you can't change. Surrender to what is. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation compassionately, accepting it as exactly as it is will bring you peace. I feel like, once again, a lot of you Scorpios have emotionally detached from a situation, or you're moving on to calmer waters from a time of turbulence, or feeling as though you couldn't get out of something, or feeling as though something would never change. It's like you make peace with the situation. You make peace within to move something onto calmer waters. If it was a relationship that has been, going around in circles, you either find some way to balance this situation out to bring peace here, or you just end it all together and move forward. With the Chariot, Cancer energy, and the Tower, your energy here, I feel like you may allow something to just be what it is, blow up, and you move on. I mean, hopefully that doesn't mean anything dangerous. You are a Scorpio, so hopefully it doesn't mean that you just blow something, Scorpio. I don't know, like some of y'all just let it all burn down, like whatever, and don't care. I feel like for some of you Scorpio, that's the energy you're in. You no longer care to engage in something that is not fulfilling you. So let's take a look at what's the tea around Scorpio. And once again, I want to say happy birthday, Scorpio. Boss bitch is coming out here. This is you, like standing in that full power and not taking no for an answer. You do have people who are trying to see what's going on with you, Scorpio. People are in your business. Or there's something that you're taking a closer look at yourself. Okay, something you could be taking a closer look at. This is like the city. So some of you, Scorpio, could be looking at some new locations. Maybe possibly moving somewhere where there's high risers, or somewhere where it's like, I don't know. This magnifying glass is like somebody looking at, hopefully you don't have a stalker. I don't know, with love triangle coming out here, some of you Scorpio, somebody is definitely watching you. Somebody's getting a closer eye on what's going on with you. This could be someone outside of a connection that you have, or that you had. Or someone's looking at you. But the problem with the love triangle, this is someone who could be interested in having you as one of their lovers, Scorpio. Okay? As just one of them, not the only here. Okay? Some of you Scorpios could be in caught up in a love triangle here, and someone is getting a closer look, like looking into now maybe Scorpio, you guys realize that you're in a love triangle. Maybe you are starting to figure some things out here, Scorpio, that maybe somebody has multiple lovers here, and now it's being brought to your attention. You have haunted, but it's coming out in the reverse. I do feel like somebody is having some flashbacks or memories about a third party, or about someone who they were dealing with here. Maybe somebody's had to let go of one of their options, or one of their options let go of them. And now somebody's having some type of flashbacks here. There's that boss bitch coming out here. Somebody's bossing up here, Scorpio. Somebody can run their own business, be coming out very stable. And it looks like somebody else is bothered, in their head about it. This could be you, Scorpio. Somebody could be looking at you. You could have leveled up. I see you glowing up anyway. I feel like for some of you, Scorpio, you went through a challenging time in your life, and it's like you're coming up out of that. And when you come up out of that, it's like somebody is looking and getting evidence of where you are now. You know how they have those shows, Where Are They Now? That's you, Scorpio. Somebody is looking to see where you now, and they're seeing that you have leveled up. They're going to be seeing, if they haven't already, that you, look, photo proof. Somebody's getting evidence that, Scorpio, this whole time was working on something. I feel like behind the scenes. I feel like, Scorpio, you were doing some things. You were planting seeds, but not telling anybody what you were doing. And now those seeds are starting to sprout out. And people think that you were hiding something with fake smiles. But really, you were just minding your own business. You were doing your own thing. As a matter of fact, it was these people who were not being true to you, Scorpio, because these were people who didn't see you as enough, is what I'm getting here, Scorpio, for some of you. Now, someone may not have saw you as enough, so they figured that they would put you in with some group, and you are not to be grouped. You're not to be put in any type of, triangle, because Scorpio stands out on their own. So it looks like you avoid something, okay? You avoid these fake people. People are pretending. Scorpio does their own thing, and it might not have been easy, because for some of you, you had some money issues. You had some struggles, like I said. But that was the last time that they checked, okay? Because that's what I'm hearing. Last time that I checked, Scorpio was down and out. Last time that I checked, Scorpio wasn't doing all of this. Last time that I checked, Scorpio was, caught up in something here. And now it's like something here has changed with Scorpio. I feel like with this forcer, some of you, Scorpio, you were putting pressure on the universe to make some moves, to make some things happen. Like, hey, maybe doing your manifestation, whatever you were doing here, it worked. Because it's like you forced some things to change in your life. And I know you can't force you. Look, groupie. Somebody wanted to group you up into something. And Scorpio was like, no, I'm not. Yeah, somebody wanted to force you into something. Force you to be a certain way. Somebody could have also wanted to force you to be without money, without resources. Somebody thought that they were going to put you in a situation where you were down and out, where you couldn't make it on your own. But you pushed through this here. Whatever this is that was sent, or whatever this is that people thought concerning you, you pushed through this. And I feel like this is a season. I feel like in your own season, Scorpio, you're going to be seeing the change. I see you ignoring a lot of people who are hooked on your energy, people who want to now reattach themselves, but these people can't be trusted. They're energy vampires and thieves here. People who are confused. Some of them were confused about their sexuality, confused about you, confused about whether they could trust you. I'm seeing where some of you Scorpios were having some issues with family. There are some family issues here. What's these bad reputation? You could have family members giving you a bad reputation. Or someone was trying to give you a bad reputation with their family, is what I'm getting here. For some of you Scorpios. So I see you ignoring something. Someone could have put someone's business out on social media about them being hooked, having bad habits, sex addictions, or something like that. Or just being toxic. Someone seeing something on social media. Someone has a bad habit of doing something on social media that someone doesn't like here too. Yeah, somebody could be hooked on social media. Or somebody's using social media to like exploit someone to put them out there. I also see somebody watching somebody on social media. Yeah, somebody's hooked on watching somebody on social media as well, Scorpio. It's like somebody could be watching you and fantasizing about you, but they keep trying to act like they're ignoring you, that they're not bothered by what you're doing, but they are looking you up. Look how those came out together, unfazed and looking you up. So if you're unfazed, why are you looking Scorpio up? If you're ignoring Scorpio, then how are you hooked on Scorpio at the same time? Because somebody has a bad habit of going back to see what you have going on, Scorpio. I don't know what that card is, but I'm not going to go after that. So let's see what's good coming in for Scorpio. I'm going to close it out. Well, I see the good. You're bouncing back from something. This is like you becoming more established, more stable. For some of you, you've experienced some endings where, you know, maybe you had to release some people. You had to cut some things off, people that were codependent on you, wanting too much from you. Or Scorpio, some of you need to cut some people off who are dependent on you too much for every little thing. For some of you, it's your children. Come on, let me see. I need something for Scorpio. Yeah, something's going to come to you with ease, Scorpio. Today, I allow life to be easy. Yeah, it's like you went through a very tough time. Things have been challenging for you. Things are about to get easier for you here. Okay? With truth, truth is different at different levels of consciousness. Reserve judgment. Yeah, it's like you're not judging anyone for their truth. I still feel like somebody here, I'm not even gonna go there. But yeah, somebody has their own type of truth here that they need to deal with. And I feel like, Scorpio, you're not judging anybody for their truth. You live in your own truth, and that's just what it is. You could be pampering yourself. Self-care is a necessity, not a luxury. So Scorpio, you need to know that you have to take care of yourself. Put yourself first. For some of you, you guys have been, you know, maybe helping so many other people, or you haven't been able to really focus on your needs. But some of you may be considering a spa day or something where you just turn off the TV, turn off the internet or whatever, and you just do something for yourself that's very pampering here. Yeah, it's like you've been patient long enough and waiting for something, and I feel like this time is coming here for you, Scorpio. Some of you may not have been able to do a lot for yourself for a while, but it looks like that time is coming back around for you. Let's see, before we go, what's going on in love for Scorpio? Oh, come on. I do see you have people watching you, Scorpio. I do see that people are really shocked by whatever this is that you have going on, this glow up. Some of you have children. Could have recently had children, grandchildren. But children play a factor in your love life, Scorpio. Either because you have young children, or you want children, or you could be meeting someone with children. There's a situation going on with finances and career and children. Somebody could be going through some financial issues, and it's affecting them from really focusing on love right now because they have young children, or they have they have children, they have obligations and things that are taking so much of their time. Tell me what else here for Scorpio. Yeah, but somebody is calling in a soulmate. So you could be, you know, like a single parent, or if you're not, I feel like I'm talking to someone single. Definitely, if you're calling in a soulmate. You could have children, you could be a single parent. Your finances and everything could be tied up into, you know, taking care of home. And you could have gone through a really rough time where you're like getting back on your feet. And I feel like you're calling in a soulmate. Maybe at one point you were not thinking about love because of what you were going through. But I feel like you're calling in a soulmate through your prayers, your affirmations, and your visualizations. It's bringing you together with someone. I feel like there's a heart-to-heart conversation that someone wants to have with you, where you discuss your feelings with one another here. Okay? For those of your romantic feelings. Yeah, I feel like if you haven't met someone, you are going to meet someone. You're calling in a soulmate, and you guys are going to be very open to how you feel. Now, this may not happen all in one day, but over a period of time, I feel like there's romantic feelings that stir between you and someone. And then there's a conversation about where does this go. Okay? But I feel like for some reason, children and finances and career is coming out, so it's significant in your love life here, okay? Yeah, so some of you, you're releasing an ex, someone who you have children with, or you need to release an ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So for those of you who are coming out of a time where it's been tough, and I think I did see something about legalities in court and children. So some of you are having to release something from your past in order for you to call in this soulmate. Okay, so it's important that you clear out the past energy. Don't hold on to anything that's not trying to hold on to you in a positive way. Because people do want to hold on to you, but it don't be for the right reasons. So you just make sure that whatever, you know, you're holding on to is aligned with where you're going. Pay attention to any red flags, okay? The signs are cautioning you about something. So you want to take it slow. You want to proceed with caution with something here, okay? Even when it comes to dealing with an ex, pay attention to the red flags of maybe how someone is moving, maybe how someone's intentions are set towards you, and you're being told to keep an open mind, that your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, okay? So there may be some red flags when it comes to someone, but it could just be that this person is different from you in some way that you're not used to, okay? So that red flag may not be a bad thing. It just could be something that you're not used to, and you're having to realize that that someone who you meet is not going to be like someone from your past, and you shouldn't expect them to. You have to release the energy from the past, release your ex, and the expectations that someone will come in and be like that person. Everyone needs to be their true, authentic self. So you may meet someone who is totally opposite, totally not like them, and that's good, because you don't want to latch on to the energy of something from your past while you're in a connection with someone new. And people do that. People, oh, they look like my ex, or they cook like my ex, or they like the same thing, certain things, and they latch on to someone new off of what someone reminds them of. You know, and then you start trying to build something, build a bear, trying to make someone be like someone from your past. So, I mean, oh, I didn't see this. Incarcerated, someone going to jail or facing jail time. Somebody could be going to jail, and with unfazed out here, either you're not bothered by it, or somebody could be in a mental confinement. Like somebody could be really trapped in their head about you, Scorpio, if they're not going to jail, because somebody may be going to jail, and or they're sitting in jail right now trying to figure out wondering what's going on with you. Somebody could be locked up, and they're trying to keep track of you from even from jail. Like what? Okay, somebody need to go. Yeah. Okay. All right. Scorpio. Well, Scorpio. Um. Happy birthday once again. I hope you guys have an amazing birthday season. With all the things that are changing in your life for the positive, don't focus on the negative here. Release what you need to release in order for you to embrace this new fresh start that you have going on. You know, haters gonna hate. People are gonna watch, Scorpio. People are gonna be paying attention very closely to what you're doing, and it's all because they did not expect for you to break free. Told y'all I was gonna bump like this. Kelly, I forgot her name. Kelly Rowland. Someone's name could be Kelly or Rowland. Yeah, you could be a Destiny's child. You could be someone who was destined. Why did that come on?
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Wow, okay. Yeah. That thing hasn't made a noise like that in about a week or two. Anyways, Scorpio, I feel like you are destined for something. You're destined for greatness here. And maybe you told some people, I told y'all I was going to bump like this. Okay, and here you are. You're about to bump like that. But some karmic energy may have wanted to restrict you, keep you from ever seeing yourself for who you really are. Someone wanted to keep you blind. Someone wanted to keep you bound to them or to a particular energy that wouldn't allow you to move on to calmer waters. But something here, Scorpio, woke you up. Something here gave you some hope. Something here enlightened you to who the F you are. And I feel like now you're standing in this full power here, that going towards something new, taking risks and chances that you've never done before. I feel like for some of you, Scorpio, you were a little uneasy about taking certain types of chances, but you're realizing now that if you don't make a move, you're going to miss out on opportunities, or you're going to be in this stuck in this here, whatever this is, you know, that has been keeping you bound. So for some of you, Scorpio, you feel like it's better to go ahead and take this chance, take this risk towards something better. You know, it's almost like relocating and saying, you know what, I've never lived here before. I don't even know anybody. But if I stay where I'm at, then I know what's here. and there's nothing left here. So you pick up your things and you relocate and you take this chance towards something else. And some of you may have done that. Some of you may have picked up your things and relocated here and said, you know what, I'm going to start over fresh. New job, new opportunity, new everything. I feel like because you're a Scorpion here, Scorpio, you're able to transform in whatever environment you're in, Scorpio. So don't be afraid to step out into something new, because you'll be able to transform into whatever, whoever you need to be, you know, to be able to adapt. After all, that is in your nature. All right? So, Scorpio, this is what I have for you guys. If this message resonates for you, please let me know. Leave it in the comments, guys. I would love to hear your feedback here. And if you would like to book a personal reading, Scorpio, please, you can go to my website. That's the only way to book a reading for me, is through my website. No other way. If you have questions, you can email me about it. But I will not do any other way unless I send you an invoice. But that's about it. All right, guys. Thank you so much again for your time and your support. And I will see you on the next one, Scorpio.